It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by Adventure Cave Tours. Live a day in the life of a real adventurer with Adventure Cave Tours. Springfield Green County Park Board, reminding you to go play. Blue Current, moving you forward since 1929. Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service. Call Southwest Missouri's best plumber today for a free estimate. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, good morning to you. It is Wednesday, and happy spring. Happy spring to you. Yeah, it is officially now spring. About 10 o'clock last night, spring sprung, and it was actually the earliest start to spring in 128 years. So who knew?
That's wild.
But it did feel like to me spring got a way early start, because I think February felt like spring for a lot of it.
Which is why Easter falls in March as well, early this year, not April. So
yeah. All right, let's do some news.
Here we go. Several locations in Springfield raided by authorities yesterday, at least 8 places, including businesses and at least one house. The FBI, along with Homeland Security and Immigrations and Custom Enforcement, were all on scene at some of the locations, including a former family video store, Lucky Sevens, and Big Win, just to name a few. A house on South Link Avenue was also raided. Those raids we know were related, but we do not yet know why, like what they were going for. Yeah. So we'll keep you posted.
That's a lot of big federal agencies, though.
Yes, it is. All right. After working on a potential partnership between Mercy and Cox Health for a children's hospital in Springfield, we now know Mercy is instead partnering with Mercy Kansas City to bring the children's hospital to town instead of Cox. So Cox Health is not involved in the newly announced plans. Cox said it was surprised by the news and disappointed that it wasn't given more notice. That's interesting, because Mercy Springfield, or Springfield's Mercy, is not affiliated with Mercy Kansas City per se. The state will have to approve that collaboration.
Yeah, I think that took a number of people by surprise. Mercy, or Cox Health, said it found out the night before the announcement was made. The mayor said he was surprised by it. So I think just a lot of surprised people around Springfield yesterday. A decision could be made today on whether tuition will go up for students attending Ozarks Technical Community College. The increase would be $3 or $4 per credit hour starting next year for local area students. That could climb, though, to $5 to $7 more per credit hour for international students or for out-of-state students. OTC's Board of Trustees will discuss the proposed increase at its meeting this morning. So, depending on when you're listening to this, it may already be over. But at the time of our recording, 5 in the a.m., the meeting is at 10 a.m. So there you go. Okay. We'll let you know how that shakes out. The Logan-Rogersville School District is making $200,000 in security upgrades across the district. That money comes from a grant from the state of Missouri. Improvements include cameras on school buses inside and out, as well as making entryways to schools more secure.
All right.
This is your
If the spring weather has you ready for pickleball, you'll be happy to hear this story. The Pickle is expected to open this summer. It will feature 4 indoor pickleball courts. The building will also offer the Chili Dill, which provides cryotherapy treatment. They will both be housed in the same building in Springfield near Battlefield and Highway 65.
Okay. Pickleball continues to grow. People love it. It does.
I feel like I need to learn. I feel culturally irrelevant right now, because we talk a lot about pickleball and I still don't know how to play. I mean, I can play tennis. Does that count?
It's similar. It's very similar.
I feel like I should be able to figure that out. So I just need to get to the courts. While Apple and Google seem like rivals, they are actually moving to grow their partnership, or so it looks like. I'm still thinking Mercy and Cox over here. They already partnered to provide Google as the main search engine on Apple's Safari browser. Now they are in talks for Google's artificial intelligence to be used in iPhones. If the two companies come to an agreement, they will have to then get past the scrutiny of U.S. regulators. So we'll see if that's...
Yeah, AI is everywhere already. The new Samsung phone brags about having AI. So... it's unavoidable. Opening day baseball is next week. That's exciting because here we are. It's spring after all. Kansas City Royals have already announced that Cole Reagans will be the starter on opening day. The Royals picked up Reagans last year, moved him from the bullpen to the starting rotation. The Royals play Minnesota to start the season. That's on March 28th. St. Louis Cardinals, meanwhile, will start Miles Michaelis at the pitching spot. That after the club's new ace, Sonny Gray, injured his hamstring. So that's a bummer. The Cardinals take on the Dodgers on opening day 1 week from tomorrow, which is when most of the major league teams take the field for the first time. And then there's this actor, Richard Dreyfuss, is coming to Nixa to talk movies and to talk acting and talk his life in Hollywood and to talk philanthropy. It's called An Evening with Richard Dreyfuss, and it will be held at the Atos Center on May 9th. Tickets go on sale Friday if you're interested. Dreyfuss, of course, starred in a lot of big movies, including Jaws, which it's hard to top that. American Graffiti, Mr. Holland's Opus, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, What About Bob? All the classics.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And many of you know this. This is my favorite week of the year. Actually, I don't even know that Sarah knows this because I'm gone most of the week with my buddy in Las Vegas. What do you look
like? This is not true. This is not his favorite week of the year because he's not with his family, and we're the coolest people that he knows. So
they are.
Do your story. It's fine. I'm not offended. It's just inaccurate. That's all.
But it's just a little bit of a break from the family. It's the beginning of March Madness. Oh, there's the dog. So we'll get to that in a second. If you're not watching and you're listening, you will not see the dog that Sarah just pulled up. But it's our new puppy. We'll talk about her in a second. It's the beginning of March Madness. The NCAA tournament starts tomorrow with games all day long, every day through Sunday, which is the greatest thing. To celebrate, Domino's Pizza is offering half-price pizzas all week if you order online or through the app. Last year, it made more than 3 million pizzas just during the Final Four and championship basketball nights. So now they're trying to get everybody in on the action at the beginning of the tournament rather than just the end.
All right. This is going to be Ethan's favorite ice cream too. Big news. Bluebell Ice Cream is celebrating its expansion into St. Louis, Ethan's hometown, by adding a new flavor, gooey butter cake ice cream.
Oh, this is the greatest. This is going to be so good.
Yep. It's going to be available for a limited time. So apparently we're going to have to go visit his family so that we can buy Bluebell ice cream in St. Louis.
Well, I don't think that it's just going to be a St. Louis option. I think it's going to be, we'll be able to get it in Springfield is my understanding.
Oh, but they're expanding the store there.
No, Bluebell isn't sold in St. Louis currently or prior to this. They're now moving into the market of St. Louis, Bluebell ice cream. So to celebrate that, they're bringing in a classic St. Louis dessert, and that is gooey butter cake.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
because
it picked a St. Louis dessert apparently to highlight the brand new flavor,
which is what the whole story is about. Yes, gooey butter cake ice cream. Which, if you've never,
I guess I didn't know it was specific to St. Louis. Is my point.
Gooey
butter cake. That is.
Oh yeah, that's the St. Louis thing for sure. What was I going to say? Anyway. Oh, yes, gooey butter cake. If you haven't had gooey butter cake, it's fantastic. But if you've never had gooey butter cake ice cream, that too is fantastic. We had it. It goes down as a couple of my kids' favorite ice cream of all time at Wally's in St. Louis. It's kind of like Buc-ee's, but I think better. But it's in St. Louis. They make their own ice cream and they sell it. And they have, or they had at one point, gooey butter cake ice cream, and it was delish. Now, introduce Nala. That's our new dog.
Okay, well, before we get to Nala, because she's cute and she's going to sit still for a minute, today is Wednesday. That means it is the day for the midweek matinee at the Galois Theater. So if you want to go to the Galois today, you can watch Roman Holiday. It is today starting at 1:45. You can actually get there at 1:45. That's a little early to partake in the Ozarks Elder Law Trivia, which is so fun, honestly.
Okay.
So go play trivia. If Ethan's there, you will lose. But otherwise you might have a shot. Greene and Christian County residents who are senior citizens 60 years and older get a free combo ticket with proof of ID upon arrival. So,
Yeah.
That's
What's
fun.
the movie? Roman Holiday?
Roman Holiday. Yeah.
That's a classic. That's an
Ethan cannot
old
wait to
time
be a
movie.
senior citizen so that he can go to the midweek matinee.
I will totally be there. I might skip work for it. Honestly.
I believe that because every time I say what they're showing, you're like, yes,
I know. I'd love to go see that with all my friends.
I'm a young whippersnapper, meanwhile, apparently, because I don't even know. Okay, this is Nala. I told you we'd introduce her. Nala, work with me. She's trying to fall asleep over here. Stand up.
Hi,
and say
Nala. Hi, Nala.
She is a standard golden doodle. Yes, we are those people who got a golden doodle, but my friend, a good friend of mine, was selling her for really cheap because her mom had a big litter. So I texted the hubs and I said, hey, we should take advantage of the deal while it lasts. And so that's what we did. And now we have 2 dogs.
So now we have 2 dogs. They'll be both about the same size. We have a Wheaton Terrier Poodle mix. And now, who is, I think, 4 years old, 4 or 5 years old, 4 years old.
Yeah.
And then now we have Nala, who's, I don't know, 3 months, 4 months maybe now.
Yeah.
And
they're both oodles, I guess.
Yeah, no shedding, which is, man, if you've never had an oodle, it's the greatest thing ever because the shedding used to be brutal. But, man, if you don't have the shedding problem, man, you can have 2 dogs.
Yeah.
And it's not so bad.
Great, but she won't come here.
Although right now we are in puppy mode. So, kids are constantly having to watch her all the time and take her out every few minutes or not few minutes, but it seems like that. She's doing well.
I really want to show you our other dog, but she's not having it. She's not. She's not. I tried to get my son up early to help me demonstrate, but it's just not working. She's like, what are you doing? Why are you pulling on me? Leave me alone. So anyway.
Well, if you're listening and not watching, you can go to our Facebook page, Around the Ozarks Facebook page, and see the video of the dog during this podcast if you're interested.
Oh my gosh.
If not, you'll live.
Everybody stick with me for a minute.
That's killing.
This is my boy and this is my dog.
She's a Wheaton Terrier Poodle and she's like 45 pounds or so.
Yeah, and she does not want to be held right now. She's trying to bite Griffin's hand.
All right, Griff, put her down.
All right. Well, thanks, Griff. Working hard. Okay. That's all I got, everybody. I'm distracted. There's dogs at my feet. And I hope everybody has a fantastic first full day of spring.
Yes.
I am very excited.
Enjoy it.
Yep.
Enjoy it. Because it'll be summer real soon, everybody.
All right.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good one. Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday, March 20th, and it is the first full day of springtime in the Ozarks, and boy, it's going to feel like it. We've got temperatures this morning starting you out in the 40s. It's a comfortable start to the day out there across the region, and we've got a nice spring day on deck. So enjoy if you get to be out and about today. Temperatures will warm out into the low 70s this afternoon, and the difference in the forecast today is that relative humidity is up a little bit. We've also got winds, but they're very light, and that means that the fire danger is not quite as high as it has been the last couple of days. So that is fantastic news in our forecast as we move forward. Really nice weather conditions are on deck for us today. That's all I can say about a day like this. One of those Chamber of Commerce days. We've got mostly sunny skies, a light breeze out of the west, 5 to 10 miles an hour, and a high temperature in the low 70s. You just can't beat it. I must at least mention the chance for rain today. I think it's very low, though, about a 20% chance for some showers. And if we see them, it will be this evening, probably just before sunset and late this evening. I am expecting just a few showers to show up on the radar. It's not going to be much, but I can't rule it out. So I've got to at least mention the chance for a few showers. However, I think the vast majority of us actually stayed dry with this system moving through today. Winds, they remain light as we head into this afternoon and overnight tonight, too. About a 20% chance for rain, as I mentioned. That's what's in the forecast this evening and late tonight. Then partly sunny with a small rain chance as we move into Thursday. I think the rain chance on Thursday looks a bit better. 30 to 50% chance for showers on Thursday afternoon. So that's the better of the two chances. But even Thursday doesn't look like a washout. I think amounts stay fairly light, and we should hold off with the lightning and thunder, even with that rainfall that comes through on Thursday. We may see some thunderstorms back in this extended forecast, though. I have a much more active pattern shaping up as we head closer to late in the weekend and to early parts of next week. Our mild weekend is going to turn into showers and thunderstorms as we head into Sunday. And I think that pattern is going to carry us through Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday as we head into the early parts of next week. If you're trying to plan your weekend early, though, most of it will be dry, at least both Saturday and Sunday. An unsettled weather pattern is going to return to not just us here in the Ozarks, but much of the Midwest and the South as we head into the early parts of next week. Unsettled weather will return to the region late this weekend. Showers and thunderstorms could occur at times. It looks kind of one of these systems that's on and off with a front in the area. There could be potential for maybe a lot of rainfall, even the chance for severe weather. But I'm going to assess the models over the next couple of days and really refine that forecast for you, because right now it's just kind of a big question mark. Models flipping back and forth on who could see what. And I think the point or the takeaway here is that somebody is going to see a whole lot of rainfall. There also could be a chance of severe weather with this type of setup now that we're officially in the spring season. That happens this time of year, and I'll keep an eye on where I think that's really going to pinpoint as we head into the late parts of the weekend and early next week. Right now, all you can do is just track the forecast and maybe have a backup plan if you have anything going on Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. An immediate outlook looks fantastic for today. Sunshine, temperatures in the low 70s. I do have that chance for showers in the forecast on Thursday. So tomorrow you'll want to bring the rain gear with you, and high temperatures will be affected because of the rain. Highs fall back into the low 60s on Thursday. We're in the mid 60s on Friday. I've still got near 60 degrees by Saturday, and we're even in the 60s on Sunday. But that's when the pattern changes a little bit and we see much more active weather moving across the Ozarks. Around the country, periods of snowfall still in the forecast for the Northeast and the northern portions of New England. Elevated fire weather conditions are also in the forecast as we head into the parts of the later week in the mid-Atlantic. And then active conditions are in the forecast for next week, not just for us here in the Ozarks, but I think that's something that a lot of folks across the country are going to keep an eye on for next week, especially now that we're getting into severe weather season. There could be several showers and thunderstorms in the Midwest that do make it to severe limits. So that will be a national headline across the country that you'll see in the coming days. As we look at the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister question, I'll show you the one that I left you with yesterday. It was a 50-50 chance, true or false. You can balance an egg in an upright position during the spring equinox, which occurred last night at 10:06 p.m. And by that, I mean balance an egg on its end in an upright position. And that, if you tried it late last night, you would have found out that that is true. But you can also do that every other day of the year. So it's not just the spring equinox. It is also every single day of the year. So congratulations. If A was your choice, you are now entered to win $20 to Scooter's Coffee. All right, here's the question that I'll leave you with tomorrow. Have you heard of this? The clever Hans effect is a psychological term that references what type of animal? Do you think it is A, a dolphin, B, a pig, C, a horse, or D, a crow? Let me know your guess. You can do that at aroundtheozarks.com. Again, if you answer correctly, you could be entered to win a $20 gift card to Scooter's Coffee. So thank you to our sponsors, both Scooters and Rescue Towing. I sure appreciate you listening on this beautiful Wednesday morning. I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Enjoy the wonderful weather conditions that we get today. It's going to be a great day to get outdoors. 70s, sunshine. Just can't beat it. I'll be back with you again to chat about the forecast tomorrow morning.